custom thumbnails on your YouTube videos are super important, we've already established that. But here's a question. How can changing thumbnails on your old videos potentially result in a massive upsurge in views? Let's find out.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
I'm Rob, welcome back to vidIQ, and if you haven't already realised, you are slap bang in the middle of a series all about how to make better thumbnails to get you more views. For the full playlist, make sure to click over here. And if you need help not only with your thumbnails, but with researching YouTube, analysing videos, auditing your own channel, and taking actionable steps that will get you more views and subscribers, make sure to download the vidIQ Chrome extension. It is free and there is a link in the video description. Now let's talk about your past thumbnails. Your previous endeavours in the world of creating imagery probably wasn't that great. I mean, take a look at ours for example. Wow, look at how busy these thumbnails are. Loads of text, very little consistency, definitely room for improvement. And a year later, we were getting somewhere. More punch, more impact, but for some reason I was going through a weird starburst phase of colour schemes. Until we reached today. Simple, consistent and powerful. Now we know for a fact that our thumbnails are better than what they used to be, because if we look at our YouTube click-through rate analytics, it tells us that people are twice as likely to click on our videos than they were this time last year. And with all that in mind, it does raise the following question. Should you go back through your old videos and update the thumbnails to the skills you have now, in the hope that you will get more clicks and more views? Well, this case study might answer that question. In a recent article on variety.com, a link of which I will leave in the video description, even Vevo, one of the largest providers of musical content on YouTube, admitted to their own failings when it came to thumbnails. 9 months ago, they decided to embark on a hugely ambitious project to update the thumbnails on thousands of their videos, so that they went from looking like this to looking like this. As always, you can be the ultimate judge of which thumbnail is best, but I'm pretty confident this will be a unanimous decision, since you can actually see stuff in the updated thumbnail. The short-term effect was quite staggering, which we can see through vidIQ's historical view count timeline. After the initial surge of views that Vevo videos will always get, things were starting to flatline. But that switch in thumbnail was just the injection the video needed, giving it an immediate jolt in views, as well as more evergreen momentum afterwards. Vevo say that thumbnail change for that specific video resulted in a 4,000% increase in views over a 2-week period before settling down as you saw. Now obviously a sample size of just one is going to give you some pretty extraordinary results. But what about if you do this over 4,000 videos? Well, that's exactly what Vevo did, and this is what happened. On average, there was a marked increase in views over a 20-day period before levelling off to an improved rate of over 5% compared to how the videos performed prior to the thumbnail change. So this is a no-brainer, isn't it? I need to go through all of the terrible thumbnails I was making 3 years ago, update them all, and I'm guaranteed views. Yeah, not so fast. It's important to remember that pretty much every video Vevo releases comes with some traction or view velocity, so that even a few years down the line, that video will be getting hundreds or thousands of views. For smaller channels who have less views overall and less evergreen content, it's pointless to choose videos that are getting no views whatsoever and change the thumbnails on them expecting views to suddenly come. What you need to do is think smartly and be selective. Choose the videos that already have evergreen value on your channel, and you do that by looking at the real-time analytics. It's better to do this in the classic YouTube studio for now, as it shows you the thumbnails. When you first open real-time analytics, it will show you videos by most recent, but you can sort by which videos are bringing in the most views over the last 48 hours or 60 minutes. If you sort by either of these, you can soon pick out the videos that could be months, even years old and still bringing in views. This is called evergreen content, and what you can do is identify videos that are still performing well but look like they have old rubbish thumbnails. For example, this 3-year-old video still brings in 440 views every 48 hours. That's over 6,000 views per month. It definitely still has value. Maybe if we updated the thumbnail to match our current style and made it more clickable, we could boost those views up to 500, even more. But, I hear you ask, is it not a bad idea to start tinkering with titles and thumbnails and stuff on videos that are performing well? Isn't it best to leave it alone? Well, that's what we used to think, but here's what YouTube say. In a recent Q&A session with the search and discovery team at YouTube, they said this about tinkering with your videos. It all depends on whether the updates make them better for the viewer, worse, or about the same. There is no disadvantage in the system related to updating these, so if you think you have an improvement, give it a try. So just remember that when your previously evergreen content falls off a cliff. YouTube said that, not us. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic and share your stories of when you've changed thumbnails on your older videos to great success. Let us know in the comments below. Otherwise, you should see some content surrounding my face right now. We'll see you on those videos. Enjoy the rest of your video making day.